I'd like to call this meeting together for the opening prayer and pledge of allegiance, please.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we're so very thankful for the beautiful weather we've enjoyed the last few days and pray your blessing upon the city of Jeffersontown, upon our mayor and city council members and all who gathered for this meeting tonight. Pray that your will be done and all that is said and done here. Pray that you'll watch over and be with all those that live and work in our community and throughout this commonwealth and this nation. We pray for freedom and peace here and throughout the world, and we ask your blessing upon us in these later summer weeks and days, that you will give us enjoyment of one another's company and the joy that we share together. But we trust in your grace and pray your presence felt in this meeting. In your holy name, we humbly pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there anyone else that would like to sign up and speak before the council tonight? Please come forward. Okay, first one I have is Paula Henson.
Good evening. My name is Paula Henson. I'm the owner of Above the Dirt Garden Shop and the Honey Depot, but I'm here today representing the J-Town Gaslight District Merchants. So as a group, we're in alignment with the Envision Jeffersontown and the J-Town Chamber, and really we're just here to officially inform you of some super cool stuff that we're doing, and we think you're going to be really excited about as well. So first, to better define who we even are, we are a group of retail and restaurant in the Gaslight District. So it kind of arch to arch, maybe like new amphitheater over to the beach. We're not super literal. We're just a group of businesses getting together in a collaborative way to put together our marketing efforts and strategically coordinate events. So some of us are here tonight. If you want to stand up real quick, you'll see familiar faces. And then Savannah, if you wouldn't mind showing them the map and the fan, just this will make a little bit sense of just some of the successes we've already had as a group in collaborating our efforts. With the intent of just simply spreading the message to the community and increasing profits, right? Like that's what businesses are for. So we're here to basically officially invite you to be a part of this with us. We have a coordinated Facebook and Instagram page, so you'll see that on those cute little fans. We've already handed those out at 2 events, and we're going to continue to do so at future events. So please like and follow and share and comment and engage. As city council members, I think your activity on social media holds a lot of value and weight to our community. So we really appreciate all of that promotion and support. As an example, this as in J-Town, we get together and we have these meetings and we come up with these little plans. So the first two was we wanted to create a map. So there it is. The second is we wanted to create a social media presence. So there it is. It's new and it started and it's growing. One of the things that we also identified, crazy enough, Mayor Pike literally just said at the meeting before, is the opportunity of the month of October. So we're coming off of all these big events, so you had Beer Fest, we're gonna have Gaslight, we just had the big Elvis thing, we're gonna have Pumpkin Fest kind of at the end of October, but there's this gap in the middle. And so we got together, this is just last week, we're gonna make J-Town the official, all the small businesses, we're gonna have a chili crawl. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be the first. It's every single year. And so there's already 5 or 6 of us businesses, whether they're restaurant or retail, that's going to be a part of it. And so our big goal is to get with you guys as city council and as the city and align these efforts. So we'll have, we have the farmers market, we have the night market, we have Elvis, we have the new amphitheater, we have Beer Fest, we have Gaslight, we have all of these different things. And all of this momentum, and we want to make sure we're jumping on the momentum train as businesses with you guys. We're a part of the plannings, we're a part of the meetings, and then that way we can benefit as much as the community, and we can all, we're businesses. It's all about increasing profits at the end of the day and getting customers into our businesses. So that's what we're here. It's just to simply ask you to be involved with us and ask if we could be invited to your all's plans and committees before it gets big. That way we can help. There's one example really quickly. St. Edward's, the teachers, they just called a couple of businesses and said, hey, we want to do a little J-Town Day. And so we helped coordinate it. They started at Gaslight Diner. Then they came to Above the Dirt and they went and they potted a plant. They went over to Sweet Savannah's and got yogurt. Well, because as Above the Dirt, I've been a part of this Gaslight community. I got Derby Paws to give some free samples. They got a coupon to Commonwealth Candle. They have a thing to Birch and Oak. We talk, me and Novel Romance have done receipt swaps. Like there's just all of these little things connecting everybody together. Then they went over to Rosalind Hill Winery. Now we have 40 teachers in our community just praising like the involvement in all the businesses. It's just this a beautiful snowball effect. And as like city council and like really the city government, you're our biggest ally in moving this train forward. And I think our government's unique and you all do so many events. And we just want to make sure like we're a part of it. I want to talk about October. And we're easy to get a hold of now because we're organized. We are excited and we just want to directly work hand in hand with you guys so we can have an amazing community and amazing profits.
You
That's what
breathe
I'm saying.
excitement, and you
I-
make me
it's
excited
really
about my own
working.
event.
Yay. Yeah, I mean, like, who would have thought to throw Elvis downtown and it would work? And it worked so great, you know. And it's just, I know not every event's for every business. You know, there's different ones that have different successes depending. But just, it's been amazing already with the small amount of conversations we've had, how much more like we've been able to focus our communication. And the communication and marketing is like my favorite thing. And the power when we all like align that together for our community is really strong.
Well, I
And I
can
know it's
tell you.
hard to get businesses barking in order, but like we've organized, so we'll make it easier on you.
Well, we were picking up one heck of a crowd over at Gaslight Diner, and we were letting off one heck of a crowd at Savannah's in your place.
Yes, the
so
trolley. I
all
should have
night,
mentioned it.
last,
It's
yeah,
been
the
great.
last thing. So you all, are whatever you're doing it right because people are around and they're out and they're on our city streets.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah. And we
so
want to be involved in the farmers markets and the night markets and some of these things that I think maybe sometimes it seems cumbersome to get us involved. Like,
mhm.
but no. Like we want to be a part of it. We want to help like with the amphitheater and making it a success. Like we all believe, I can speak for every single one of us. When the community does good, all of our businesses are going to do great. And so we want to be a part of that collaboration.
Let me ask you. I know that you all had your fundraiser on the same night as Elvis.
Yeah.
How did that go over?
So that was more my husband, but I did help. I do think that they raised about $700, Chris.
Very good.
Is that about right? Yeah. Doing the spaghetti and meatballs and the peanut butter sandwiches for Elvis.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So it went over well.
Yep.
I heard that. Very good. For you all that don't know what's going on, the Envision J-Town have gotten together and they are doing fundraisers and they're trying to take on projects. And the first project that they're doing is going to be a copper coated, basically, bike that is going to be displayed somewhere in our city and given remembrance to the Alan or Eddie Cravens, the one that passed away. And I think after that, they're taking on the cemetery.
I honestly, that's more what my husband
Yeah,
is
okay.
doing. I'm more of we're getting all the businesses together.
I
wanting
just
to align with you
want
guys
to
for
tell
a
you,
bit.
I appreciate all
Probably.
the group of you all down here to try to make the city look as good as you can.
We're
And
giving it our
thank
all
you
for
and all
sure.
the businesses. And that was my goal when I got into office is to try to make economic development move on downtown. And after Friday night, I know that I was a success. So everybody did so well. So I'm glad for you guys.
Yes, we
So,
did. And we just want to be able to jump on board with planning with it with you guys too, because I think there would be some additional opportunities if we were a part of moving it forward
Right.
instead of like jumping on the moving train together.
Anytime you want to come up, all you gotta do is call.
We're gonna
Our
do it.
doors are open. Thank you.
See my face? Yes, sir.
The chili crawl, do you have a date for that yet?
Well, we have a penciled in date, but I also learned about a fun beer thing she's talking about doing, Miss Carol. And so we just want to make sure that's kind of the point. Like you said, mentioned it's a beer crawl in October. We wanted to accidentally do competing events. We want to do unison events. So like maybe like planning our seasons in advance together and things because opportunity in October and there's room for all of it. So
Good.
we were thinking maybe October 11-ish, but that's very penciled.
Who
Very
put
good.
your map?
Savannah.
This
it
is
so
amazing.
good.
It's a great
She
map.
drew some of that. Like by
Like, I
hand.
love this.
So
This
good.
is great.
Very good. Any questions?
Any other questions from me or the businesses?
Thanks, Paula.
Thank you.
Bye, hon. Next person is George Fortune.
Madam
Hello.
Mayor, members of the city council, I thank you for the opportunity to speak. My purpose for being here is to say thank you. The backstory behind that, my wife and I lived at 2415 Old Hickory Road for 49 years. My wife passed away April the 8th. September the 4th, we would have been married 60 years. The backstory is my wife had rheumatoid and osteoarthritis. She had both hips, both shoulders, right knee replaced. She had degenerative disc disease with spinal stenosis. She had a spinal fusion from T3 to the tailbone with two 17-inch titanium rods holding her back together. To make it interesting, she had peripheral neuropathy in her feet. She had trouble standing up and walking. She fell frequently. Now, I've had lumbar surgery with metal. I've had cervical surgery with metal. I could not always get her up. Call 911. This is not a life or death situation, but I need help getting my wife up. And they do the vitals and all that stuff. In a few minutes, Jeffersontown Fire Department or Jeffersontown EMS or both would show up in front of my house. First thing, she's had both hip, both shoulder, right knee replaced, spinal fusion, T3 tailbone. Everything stopped. That changed the dynamic of helping get her up. I want to say that these people are very professional, very knowledgeable, very compassionate, very caring. They helped us on numerous occasions. They transported my wife twice to the hospital. They transported me twice to the hospital. The last time my wife died on the 8th, we had a memorial service on 27th. On the 28th of April, I managed to fall and break my leg. Old men should not fall down and break their leg.
You're right.
It sounds like a wooden pencil snap. But in any case, the fire department members that came to my home, the EMTs that came to my home were wonderful. And I felt that it was appropriate that I come and thank publicly those people for their service. You have a wonderful fire department. You have a wonderful EMS, EMT teams. They're great. My friends have suggested and encouraged me to have a 60th anniversary celebration. It will happen. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming here. That being said, we get lots of compliments all the time about our fire department. They are second to none, and our EMS is second to none. And you all make the city shine. And thank you very much for what you do and your job. We appreciate it. Thank you.
So the chief's right behind you.
Do you know the chief? Would you like to meet him? Mr. Fortune, have you ever met our chief? This is Chief Ullman. Yeah, you said, I just need to say thank you to somebody. And I said, well, come up and say it to him. So that's a very moving story. Just shows how Jeffersontown operates. We're here to help each other. Next thing, reading of minutes, July 15th, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from July 15th, 2025 as distributed.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. General fund warrant number 1634.
I'll make a motion to approve general fund warrant 1634 is distributed.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Road fund warrant number 1020.
Make a motion, we approve road fund warrant 1020 is distributed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. First reading of resolution number 830, series 2025.
I'll make a motion for the first reading of resolution number 830, series 2025. By title only.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
A resolution allowing the mayor to allocate other mayor's project budgeted expense line item to Kentucky Occupational License Association, COLA, to defray cost of 2025 Fall Conference being held at Louisville Marriott East Hotel in Jeffersontown, Kentucky. And by way of summary, this is a resolution allowing the reallocation of the monies that are designated as part of the mayor's project. This being a resolution, Madam Mayor, you may entertain a motion for passage.
much we talking?
$1,500.
Yeah.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. First reading of resolution number 831, series 2025.
Make a motion for first reading of resolution 831, series 2025 by title only. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
A resolution of the Jeffersontown, Kentucky City Council authorizing the mayor to execute a memorandum of agreement with the Commonwealth of Kentucky Transportation Cabinet for the Bluegrass Parkway Bicycle Pedestrian Trail Phase 2. By way of summary, this is the supported by the grant for the pedestrian trail, which is over by Papa John's. I think you all have already seen plans for that. And again, this is a resolution. Madam Mayor, you may entertain a motion for passage.
Let this be noted that just because we're doing this memorandum of agreement does not mean that we're going to be following through with this. Our grants are kind of be put on hold for right now because we cannot be having that hang over our head if we don't get the money, or it depends upon our financial situation, because at that point in time, we'll have to match it. But if we go on and do this memorandum of agreement, we'll be ready for it. If we do have the money, we have a year and a half to use it. So we're just going to do the memorandum of agreement, but we're not signing any contracts at all until this gets further along.
With that, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. First reading of ordinance number 1473, series 2025.
I'll make a motion for the first reading of ordinance 1473, series 2025 by title only.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
An ordinance relating to the amendment of ordinance number 1188, series 2004, &c., including inter alia ordinance number 1445, series 2023, relating to compensation and classification of city employees in the city of Jeffersontown, Kentucky. By way of summary, this is precisely what it says, an amendment of the compensation and classification ordinance, which was sent originally to all the directors throughout the city of all departments, and any changes that they were going to make within the next 2 years, they were asked to put into this, along with the mayor with respect to the department she oversees. And this being a first reading of an ordinance, it'll be passed to the next meeting. Nothing further required.
Okay. Just to comment on that, we have all our directors here tonight, and I think everybody is pretty happy with the way that it was rewritten. If anybody has any questions, now's the time to ask. But all of them are here and still working, so they must be happy with it. Thank you guys for taking your time and coming tonight after hours. I appreciate it. Thank you. Committee reports. Allison,
No report.
Tim Hall.
The Economic Development Committee reconvened a meeting this evening. The Envision Jeffersontown Committee presented some information of studies on attractions, different districting, building codes, some other studies that, good discussion. Nothing was determined by the committee, and will reconvene at the beginning of September.
Thank you, Tim.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Ruth,
No report.
Mark Russell.
Question for Tim. I wasn't able to attend your meeting. Did you all talk any about the parking issue or parking differences that were brought out by QK4 in your meeting?
No, sir. We had I was gonna say our first meeting was a lot of information, so we decided to break it down into about 2 or 3 different items and discuss those this time. And it was more of the historic district rezoning. It was more of trying to build foot traffic, seeing if there were building codes that could match. We do have some presenters we're gonna reach out to, not presenters, cities that have done this before that we are reaching out to see the successes and the pros and cons, from cities around our size, maybe a little bit bigger, that have done some of the ideas that the committee presented, but parking was not brought up.
What was the parking issue,
Well,
Mark?
It wasn't on the
parking
agenda.
wasn't on the agenda. Parking has to
Yeah, yeah,
not be
Mhm.
There's only three
right,
on that agenda that we
Yeah.
can talk. So if he wants to talk about.
Right.
parking during this time, we're welcome to. Thank you. My question on the parking goes back to the study at QK4 presented last time at our meeting.
Mhm.
And the differences between the requirements of Louisville Metro and what we have in our parking requirements for businesses. I think it'd be good for economic development if we would look at this and see if we want to come closer or adopt Louisville Metros. So I'd like to see about getting planning and zoning committee together and ask Steve Rusi to come in and talk about it, to educate us and see if this is something we want to pursue to enhance the parking requirements for J-Town. So
I
that's-
don't have a problem with that if that's what you want, but you know, I have to laugh because they're always saying there's no parking. We had probably 2,500 people that were up here Friday night and they all found a place to park. St. James Art Festival don't have a parking any place and they all find a place to park. If you want to come, we'll find you a place. What we did Friday night, and this worked out very well, people parked at Jeffersonian. We ran a trolley and they parked at the Senior Citizen Center and we ran the bus. So we will find the parking. If we have an event, we'll find the parking. We just don't know where, but we'll find it. But if y'all want to have a meeting, that's fine. You know,
Mayor,
don't cost me money. I don't care. You
my,
have all
my
meetings you want.
reasoning behind it's more on new business development and that type of thing, because our restrictions on what a business needs for parking is more restrictive than.
And you know what? You're right on that because I talked to the Restaurant Association and I was talking to them, Rich at the Restaurant Association. Dina, you know who I'm talking about. He told me that the reason why that I'm not getting a magnet restaurant downtown is because of parking. And which is crazy because we have gobs of parking spaces and we all find out, just look at Greg. You know, Greg, your place is packed, but they find another place to park. They go down to police department or they go around the corner or they park under here. You know, I'm just saying there's a place to go, but I think you might be right on that, Mark. So
Okay. I'd like to do it in the next 2 weeks, so I'll email the committee and Steve and get some dates and then get that to Bill to get a meeting notice out. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Could you do that tonight rather than emailing back and forth? I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
And to establish the time.
Pull it.
Just
Yeah.
remember that at the 19th, we already have
Okay, that's what.
for the end. Now, we could do it earlier. Ad hoc start at 5.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Yeah. If we can do it in the day, do I don't have to pay him overtime?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
You're on that, right?
I just wanted to make you aware that
Who's
it's
on?
already a meeting that day.
Is it Russell, Ruth, Vince, and Pam Hickey is zoning?
Do we want to take and do the 19th? What time's the ad hoc committee meeting?
It's at 5.
5 o'clock at, is 4 o'clock?
It works for me.
Ruth, that work for you?
It works for me
Alright.
too.
And we'll do it the 19th at 4 o'clock. And we'll ask Steve if he can attend, and if he can't, then we'll reschedule.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's definitely worth looking into.
Yes. Appreciate that. Yep. That's all, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Vince. Public Works.
Works has no report.
Thank you. Pam Hickey.
The only thing I have is, I was reading, Kevin Kramer's newsletter and he talked about this next year being the 250th anniversary of independence. I would really like to see us do something on the fourth, maybe combine our Summerfest with the 4th of July. And do something at the park. You know, I talked with Debbie a little bit about it and she said probably 2 to 3 times higher in the fourth. But
That's what she told me.
but, you know, they go down to the park and shoot off fireworks all night long, and then we have to go in and clean from that. So I thought maybe city had something there that, you know, would be good to do. It's just a thought on it.
Well, Debbie's not here. She's on vacation this week, and I would take it up with her. Okay, at that point, she deserves a vacation after this week. Anything else? Okay, Pam, where?
Report, but I will say I had a blast at the Elvis show. If anybody saw me, you saw I couldn't get rid of my grin. It was great.
It was a lot of fun, great success, and I'm planning on some more. I'm going to see if we can't get something like the Four Seasons or Beach Boys up here. People that are no longer, nobody wants to hear them, but the oldie people, and that they've sure brought a heck of a crowd out. That's all I can say. I just want to thank, Debbie's not here, but I would like to give her a pat on the back. This last week has been very, very treacherous for her, and she works her tail off. And I want to thank you, Pam, for helping me set up and get everything ready up here on Friday night. I appreciate it, and cleaning it up and all that. We had quite a crew going on. So thanks for everybody who helped on that event Friday night. What about my directors? Matt, you got anything? Oh, did I forget you, Mark? I'm always forgetting you.
I know.
Mark, sorry.
I know. No report.
Thank you. See, maybe say that just to say no report. So I'm kidding. When it gets back to me, I'm always thinking.
I know.
Okay, Matt, anything? Okay. Any of you girls on the front? My directors? No. Chief, you got anything? Chief Allman? No. How about you, Jimmy? Okay. Can't see back that far. Scott? Brian? Y'all are good. Okay, Chief, Chief Rick. Okay, very good. I think that's all the people I have here. Other than that, I just want to tell you, we got a lot of stuff planned that's still going on. It's not the end of summer yet. Gaslight Festival is getting ready to be upon us, and we've got a lot of stuff going on with that. Like I say, the trolley, we got one more trolley ride, which is in August. I don't think we'll have any more. After that, all depends upon the crowd and what's going on in the weather, probably. Other than that,
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming.